what's your name? Marry me. Call me up after this. You and me, girl. We. Are you married? Oh, move below. The government wants you to take more debt. Guys, the government is saying, if you can deduct interest before you pay us, what are you going to do? Get more debt so you can pay more interest, so you pay lower tax. The government is stimulating you taking loans. Most people don't know where this comes from. 1929, the world went belly up in the crash of the stock markets in the United States. And the only way they could save the economy of the United States is if they could get companies to get more debt, to open more factories, to employ more people, who would earn more wages, who would get more credit so that the economy would grow again. Because people who are employed and have credit buy goods. Companies make goods for consumers to buy. So if I get consumers to buy, I get companies to make goods. If I get companies to make goods, I get them to employ more consumers who buy more goods. You understand? It's a virtuous cycle. But how do I get companies to employ more people? Give them debt that is so cheap they can't say no. So what do they do in the United States? They lowered the effective interest rate to 0. If you were a company hiring, you could take a loan for 0 interest. But you could deduct the entire interest payment from your tax payments. Wouldn't you do it? Hell yeah. I'd open up factories I don't need and employ people I don't like. So that I could not pay money to Praveen. Of course I would. So, why am I telling you this? Because as you grow your business, right now, you're generating revenues. I'm telling you that the minute these revenues come in, go to the bank and get more debt and use that debt to buy more assets. Go to the bank, get more debt. Use that debt to buy more assets so that these assets can outgrow your liabilities. So that as your assets outgrow your liabilities, you use the bank's money to get more debt to buy more assets which outgrow your liabilities. You use the bank's money to buy more debt to get more assets that outgrow your liabilities. Do you understand it? But you have to do it, and the only way to do it, my friend, is if you do it for the long haul. And every time you get an interest payment, every single time you just take that money back and you put it in the cycle. Don't take it out. Don't buy a fancy car. Don't get another house. You just wear that same t-shirt. In 5 years, I must see you with that same t-shirt. Don't do it. You keep that money. You keep cycling it and recycling it here in your business over and over and over and over. What you should aim to do is to get to a line here of 0. Your line should be get to 0. Why? Because tax is to the state, and they only tax me corporate tax on profit. If profit is 0, what's tax? 0% of any number is 0. I am what they call